everyone. In this video, we're going to look at ionic bonds. Atoms will become non-reactive or inert when they have a full valence shell, that outer shell of electrons. And this can be accomplished by either sharing electrons with neighboring atoms or transferring them from one to another. Ionic bonds, like we're going to look at in just a moment, result from the transfer of valence electrons between atoms. Those atoms will then become charged because they will no longer have the same number of protons and electrons, and as such we'll refer to those charged particles as ions. Let's look at an example of an ionic bond. In this case, we're going to look at the formation of sodium chloride, which is standard table salt, the kind you put on your French fries. You'll see from looking at our two atoms here that sodium, with an atomic number of 11, has one valence electron, while chlorine, with an atomic number of 17, has 7 valence electrons, so needs one more. This means that the easiest way for sodium to get a full valence shell is to donate the lone one, which will then fill the remaining space in chlorine's valence shell. What we're left with are two particles, each with unequal numbers of protons and electrons. Sodium, having lost an electron, now has a positive charge and is referred to as a cation, while chlorine, which gained an electron, now has a negative charge and is referred to as an anion. You've most likely heard the term opposites attract, and that's how the bond between ions is formed. The positive and negative charges attract each other, causing the ions to stick together like the opposing poles of a magnet. Unlike in a covalent bond, there's no physical connection holding the bond together. It's solely a result of attraction between opposing charges. Because there's no physical linkage between ions, an ionic bond does not result in the formation of a molecule. When we refer to ionic compounds, what we're actually stating is the ratio of one ion to the other. Compounds formed by ionic bonding are typically referred to as salts, and one of their main properties is that they readily dissolve in water. And we'll talk about this more when we come to look at the properties of water. Thanks for watching, and please make sure to check out the other videos in this section.